And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll run it here. And he spins past him and into space. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Hey, 88.
Now a handoff looking right. Finding some room at midfield. And down right around the 37. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. And
the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's mine. Yeah. Excellent. Hey, check 26. 319.
On second down, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones, and gain extra yardage.
319. No.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Right out.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And some room to work. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On first down, Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Dolphin first down as Tannehill is on target to the former Patriot Danny Amendola. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Drake. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Here we go. Play.
First carry for Frank Gore, the newest and oldest Dolphin. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Deep.
Tannehill on first down. And this is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A first throw for the backup Osweiler. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
On 4th down, off goes Tannehill. On comes Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
Green 18. Get reset. Hey, easy. Hey, check 26.
They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
319. Jump out. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Osweiler being chased out left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now it's Osweiler. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Finding room inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, Osweiler. Flushed out right. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. The first NFL pick for Jair Alexander. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent. Second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On the give, this is Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd down, Osweiler. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers to throw on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
That's right. Yeah.
Tight end right, tight end right. Everyone's got 4 to gun.
Working from the Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Wake. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Jumbo!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. On the completion, Frank Gore. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Osweiler. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The return man is Grant. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's brought down after a good gain. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Detroit! Gone!
Now Osweiler on second down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Gore. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On second down, Osweiler. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Balazs. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balazs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Packers continue to roll. So he's in for his third score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Here comes Grant on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Osweiler. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And they're going to go for it on 4th. Brock Osweiler staying on the field.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Go, go.
They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man is Grant. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Osweiler. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
All right, here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Another carry now for Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. Here's Osweiler. And it's caught by Saleh. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now it's Osweiler. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
319!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Jumbo!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Rodgers now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey.
319!
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Get 300!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Clark continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Osweiler to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now Osweiler. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
58.
Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Akeem Spence able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, check 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Osweiler. And that is incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here we go. It's Osweiler on fourth down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. The Green Bay ready to take possession here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They come out here in the eye. To throw is Rocky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now Rodgers. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Cameron in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. on second down. This is Gore. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Third and long. It's Osweiler. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Their goal from the start was to at least finish 500. This loss, however, guarantees a losing record.
And that can't leave a good taste in anyone's mouth. You talk about front office, ownership, coaches, players, everyone. 8-8 is the minimum for any team to think that they had a decent year. Now, a losing season, hard to spin that one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
you